Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Matt here, and today what I have for you is a nice gameplay with the Scarrel. And the topic that I want to talk about today was a really big topic, and it's one that I definitely think you guys should listen to, because there has been a lot of confusion about the Modern Warfare 3 spawns, and Infinity Ward have actually really tried to improve it, but they kind of come to a dilemma when they're trying to improve these spawns. Now, I'll tell you what their dilemma is. Now, there's two ways you can look at the spawns. You can either have one way, which means you spawn closer to the action, or you can have another one where you spawn further away. Now, the one where you spawn closer to action, that's what most people are complaining about right now, and that's because the spawns are getting a little confused when they try to do this, because some people if you had B and C, like sometimes they would end up spawning at A, and the spawns do get a little bit mixed up, but that's just to spawn you guys closer to action. Now, the other one is to spawn people further away. Now, this is good because it doesn't get the spawns muddled up, and it also doesn't get people confused with different spawns, and it keeps people out of the action, so they're not spawning right in the middle and they can't do anything. But the problem with this is if you're playing a game type just like Drop Zone, and I've experienced this myself. When you're playing a game like Drop Zone, the drop zone will be at one end of the map, and you'll end up spawning on the other side. And when you're running all the way over to the other side of the map, as soon as you get there, you get shot in the back. So if it was me, I would be going for the short spawn. But as you can see right here, it's really hard for Infinity Ward to actually try to combat this, because there's like 50% saying that they want closer spawns and 50% that they want further away. And I myself, I would like closer spawns, just because of the fact, like when you're playing Drop Zone, like the smokes like at one side of the map, and you're ending up like running all the way across the map, and then you get killed, and then you have to do it all the time. You spend about 75% of the match actually just running across. So I would rather spawn closer to the action, but there's also a lot of people who would rather spawn further away, just because when they spawn in the middle of the action, they really can't do anything. So that's kind of like their thoughts, and that's kind of my thoughts. I don't like running across the map, and they don't like spawning in the action, so they can't do anything. So really, it's hard for Infinity Ward to actually fix problems such as this, because there's kind of confusion between the whole community, between what people want and what other people want. So you can see right here that I'm spawning on the other side of the map, and all the actions are the other side. So it spawned me near my teammates, which is good, but I also meant I had to run all the way across the map until I could get a guy, which I actually don't like. I would rather spawn like around where I am just now and just save all that time. But that's just really what I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to say that Infinity Ward and other games come to like this halt where there's 50% of the community wanting one thing and 50% of the community the other, and that's the main thing game developers have to do. They have to come together with both the ideas and put them in one. And maybe if you could do, instead of spawning right across the map, just spawn like a little bit closer. So like for me, it would benefit me a lot. But then it would also spawn just out of the action, so the other half would be pretty fine. So I think that's what they're going to try and do now, and they've been filtering with spawns a lot, and I think they've finished doing it. But this is just kind of telling you guys what the problem game developers have when they're trying to create a game and trying to fix it so the community feels a little bit better about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay commentary. It was a decent gameplay with the Scarrel, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you could, it helps me out a lot. So this has been Matt. See you guys later.